Chris Corso, and welcome to this week's edition of WLFC's Rough Rankings on UFTV. Last week on Rough Rankings, we discussed our top 10 comedians, top 10 Michael Jackson songs, and top 10 best and worst things about college. Once again, we had Joe Hawes and Bryce Marino on the show, and on the show we started talking about our top 10 comedians. Now, comedy is a very subjective topic, and everybody has a different sense of humor. So it was no surprise that we had a total of 21 different comedians on our lists, combined. The few comedians that we could all agree on, though, were Louis C.K., Daniel Tosh, and Kevin Hart. So let's expand on those guys for just one bit. Louis C.K. is a very successful comedian, actor, writer, producer, director, and editor. He began his career writing for several comedy shows like David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, and Chris Rock. His first comedy album, Live in Houston, debuted in 2001, and since, his career has taken off, winning 2 Grammys for Best Comedy Album and is considered by many to be one of the funniest guys in Hollywood. His comedy includes insult, cringe, satire, deadpan, parody, and observational comedy. The next comedian on our list is Daniel Tosh. Daniel Tosh is widely considered to be the most cynical comedian of all time. No topics are off limit when it comes to him. He's known for taking very sensitive topics targeted at certain groups of people and making jokes about them that many people will call insensitive. Although this may seem like he is just a shallow and obnoxious person, he's been on record saying that they are just jokes and you can accept that things are horrible and awful and still find comical bits about it. That is why he came in on my list as number 1. The last comedian we will be discussing is a man who, without a doubt, has made the biggest name for himself in Hollywood. Kevin Hart's first stand-up film, I'm a Grown Little Man, came out in 2009, and since then, his career has exploded. His comedy touches on observational, dark, surreal, satire, and self-deprecation humor. However, his career has not just been defined by his stand-up films. He has achieved huge success in movies, and even recently has placed his mark in the custom shoe and athletic clothing world as well. While many comedians have tried and failed the same path, what's made Kevin Hart stand out has been his huge social media presence and marketing skills, making him, in my opinion, the most popular comedian of all time, and respectfully earning him a number 1 spot on Bryce's list. Our second topic from Thursday's show was our top 10 Michael Jackson songs. Since the late 1960s, Michael Jackson has been a household name in the pop and R&B worlds. Before landing himself one of the most successful solo careers of all time, he started out in a band called the Jackson 5 with his 4 brothers, becoming the lead singer at age 7. In 1979, he released his first album after separating from the band, titled Off the Wall. It included hits such as Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You, which ranked 7 and 9 on my lists. In 1982, he changed the world by releasing the most popular album of all time, Thriller. Out of the 9 tracks on the album, 7 of them were released as singles and reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The album won a record-setting 8 Grammys, including Best R&B Male Vocal Performance, Best R&B Song, Best Rock Male Vocal Performance, Producer of the Year, Best Pop Male Vocal Performance, Best Video Album, Record of the Year, and Album of the Year. After the album's massive success, Michael set out to create another album with the whole world waiting. The result was bad. No, the album wasn't bad. The album was literally called Bad. Out of the 10 songs, 9 of them were released as singles, and it became the first album to produce 2 number 1 hits. It achieved massive success, but could not match that of Thriller. But in his defense, to this day, no other album has come close. Bad gave us the hit songs Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana, and Man in the Mirror. On our list this week, I ranked The Way You Make Me Feel as my number 1 Michael Jackson song, and Joe placed Smooth Criminal as his number 1. Michael was never able to make another album that could achieve the amount of success that Thriller and Bad could, but his songs still achieved huge amounts of success. After Bad, he made Black or White, Remember the Time, Blood on the Dance Floor, and You Rock My World. Those are just a few that you might recognize. In 2009, Michael passed away, and since then, 2 albums have been released filled with songs that he had been working on since 1983. Love Never Felt So Good, off the 2014 album Escape, has achieved the most success out of all his posthumous songs. Our final topic from Thursday's show was our top best and worst things about college. For every college student, the college experience is different. Some aspects that a person may really hate may actually be thoroughly enjoyed by another. It's a very personal list, so there are no wrong or right answers. We started off with my lists. The aspects that I enjoy most about college are freedom, late night Walmart runs, infinite number of people to hang out with at all times, being a business major, and the fact that there is something for everyone to enjoy here. My least favorite parts about college are the constant exhaustion, textbook prices, gen eds, having exams on the last day of finals, and having to go back home during breaks. Between Joe and Bryce, they enjoy being with friends and meeting new people, having no rules and independence, the weird college traditions, not having to raise your hand to use the bathroom, and being able to wear PJs to class. The aspects they didn't enjoy were bad professors, cost, stress, random roommates, and the fear that you're in the wrong major and doing it all wrong. We all agreed that the positive aspects of college outweigh the negatives, and the last year and a half have been the best. That's the recap from last week's show. If you want to see each of our complete list, go follow us on Twitter at Rough Rankings. I hope you enjoyed the topics we discussed, and make sure to join us every Thursday from 4 to 6 on 88.3 WLFC. This week, Joe Hawes and Bryce Marino will be back again on the show, and the topics will be top 10 conspiracy theories, top 10 Hinder songs, and top 10 dorm pranks. Have a great day, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow.